G'day guys, welcome back to the Devon Too Good Investing channel. In this video today, we're going to be giving a bit of a earnings prediction for Corsair Gaming. Of course, they've got their earnings coming out very shortly. You can see if I scroll down here, earnings will be coming out on November 2nd at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. So it's going to be coming out really early for you guys in the US. For me in Australia, I'm going to have to wait till the 3rd of November for it to come out. Obviously, we're slightly ahead. But overall, guys, I think with this earnings call for Corsair Gaming, I think it is going to be quite a disappointing quarter for them. The company's already came out and announced that despite the strong growth that they've seen throughout the year, for the third quarter in particular, they're having some logistics issues and have been hit by the lack of GPUs available in the market right now. So pretty much what is happening is they're getting hurt by global logistics and supply chain issues. This is increasing the cost of freight, which is squeezing the margins, and it's making the business less profitable in the short term. But then with the GPUs as well, that's actually affecting Corsair, the demand for Corsair gaming products. And I'm not talking about like people not wanting Corsair gaming products. It's just stopping people from buying Corsair gaming products because, if you're building a computer, for example, or a PC or whatever you're building, you can't finish the build without a GPU. So as a result, because people can't get their hands on affordable GPUs, they're just putting off the purchase of Corsair gaming products, which of course is hurting them, at least in the short term. In terms of how long I think these logistics issues might last, well, I can definitely safely say that they'll probably last at least till the end of the year, but I'd imagine well into 2022 these issues will probably last. But if you're a bull, like if you're bullish on just the gaming industry in general and the brand that is Corsair Gaming, I feel like these logistics issues will unwind over time, and it might actually lead to some pent up demand for Corsair Gaming products. So, if we see a lack of growth now, that growth might just be pulled forward later, and we might see some ridiculous beats compared to analyst estimates moving forward. So the company is projecting $391 million of revenue. And also their 2021 guidance has been reduced to 1.825 billion to 1.925 billion. And they do intend in giving us guidance for adjusted EBITDA and adjusted operating income on the day of earnings. So make sure you watch out for that. Look, I think it's pretty safe to say that Corsair Gaming will hit this number here. I mean, if they don't, they only released this thing a couple of weeks ago. So if they're not hitting guidance from a couple of weeks ago, it made me feel a bit probably uncomfortable about the management's ability to really know what's going on in the business. But I'm sure they'll hit that or get like extremely close to that. In terms of the revenue guidance, they're being even more conservative. So this used to be, I think the high end was 2.1 billion and the low end was, I think it was 1.95. So they've kind of just moved the previous low end guidance to their high end and then pulled the lower end of their guidance down 100 million. That's what it seems like they've done to me. But if we have a look over on Ticker Terminal now, we can see the analysts, they're expecting pretty much what the company have guided. And then in terms of EBITDA, they're expecting pretty much $35 million for the quarter. And then in terms of net income, we're looking at 21.95. But look, if you look a year in the future, they're expecting it to double or get back to a similar range that we saw in 2020. So if they end up beating analyst estimates for next year, we might even see growth from 2020. But overall, like this company is trading at a very cheap valuation, in compared to the market, and that de-risks the business a lot because they're already expected to have bad earnings, and because the market's a future discounting mechanisms that is priced into the stock, hence why the stock's been falling, pretty much as soon as these issues about supply chain and GPUs have sort of like come to fruition. So this is going to hurt Corsair in the short term, no doubt, and I'm fairly confident in the long term these things will resolve and Corsair will continue growing. And given that the company's trading at about a 15 PE, we might see some margin expansion. We will see some margin expansion in some of their products. Meant to say multiple expansion. We'll probably see some multiple expansion if things start to pick up for the business. I think a fair multiple for Corsair probably is, if they get back to growth, which I think they will, probably about 20. Given double-digit revenue growth and probably even faster bottom line net income growth and free cash flow growth, because I do think over time that their margins will expand, and I think this company will have higher gross margins and become more profitable over time. But guys, thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and make sure you come back for when I do my next video on Corsair Gaming's earnings. They're going to be dropping November 2nd, 5 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks guys. See ya.